In the ancient stonemason guild of Viridian, the young apprentice Jarek was tasked with an intimidating project, carving the great archway that would span the city's central river. The archway was massive, demanding not just strength, but intricate, meticulous etching across thousands of stones. Jarek was dedicated, often working from dawn until well after dusk, pushing himself to exhaustion. But his dedication created a cycle of burnout. He would work for 8-hour marathon sessions, fueled by determination, only to spend the following day crippled by fatigue and poor results. He used the largest chisel he owned, trying to take huge chunks out of the stone, hoping sheer effort would compensate for his lack of progress. His carvings were often rough, requiring precious time to fix. He was working hard, but his effort felt like division, not multiplication. One evening, Elder Kael visited the quarry. Kael, a retired architect known for designs of impossible complexity, observed Jarek struggling with a massive hammer, trying to rush a delicate spiral pattern. The resulting line was wobbly and needed repair. "Jarek," Kael said, his voice quiet against the clang of the metal, "you are using the energy of a blacksmith to do the work of a jeweler. You possess great strength, but you use it to create waste. You spend 4 hours trying to fix the mistakes your first hour of rushed effort created." "But how do I finish this?" Jarek protested, gesturing desperately at the colossal, half-carved archway. "I have so little time, I must push hard every second." Kael did not tell him to work longer. Instead, he presented Jarek with 2 items: a specialized, razor-sharp, finger-sized chisel used for fine detail, and an ornate sand timer set for exactly 20 minutes. "The tiny shift," Kael instructed, "is not in the tool, but in the rhythm you commit to. For the next week, you will use this small chisel, and only this small chisel. And you will work for exactly 20 focused minutes, followed by a mandatory 5-minute break to walk and clear your mind. No more, no less. Your large efforts are wasting your power. We must protect your focus." Jarek was skeptical. How could such a tiny tool, used for such a short time, accomplish anything on a task so grand? But the cycle of exhaustion was worse than the shame of compliance, so he agreed. The next day, Jarek picked up the tiny chisel. Since he only had 20 minutes, he couldn't afford to let his mind wander. The small tool forced him to slow down and concentrate on perfect, small taps. When the sand timer ran out, he stopped immediately, stretching his arms and clearing his head during the break. After 3 days, he found that the 20 minutes of precise, high-focus work yielded cleaner, deeper carvings than his previous 3-hour marathon sessions. He no longer spent time fixing mistakes. The small, perfect etchings, repeated and stacked, began to multiply rapidly. His fatigue vanished, replaced by a deep, quiet satisfaction. When Kael returned, Jarek stood before the now cleanly etched base of the archway. "I learned that the best way to multiply my effort," Jarek admitted, "was by doing less, but doing it perfectly." Kael nodded. The tiny shift was not the chisel, but the commitment to precision over duration. You stopped adding time and started multiplying focus. Remember, a small, perfect focus, rhythmically applied, will conquer any mountain.